What you're about to see is an interview filmed for the TurboFire infomercial in February of 2010. It's me talking to the camera, telling my story. It's titled Everything You Can't See. Chapter 1. I know what that's like.
Hi everyone, happy Valentine's Day. I'm Ashley Grabowski, and you're finally going to get to know who I am and my whole story. So I'm just truly blessed and humbled by this whole experience. And I hope that you feel my story and understand it for what it is. I have personally gone through so much through this whole transformation, and I have to thank Beachbody and Shalene and Turbo. I mean, without these components in my life, I would never be where I am right now. So my story begins when I was 3 years old. I have been passing out since I was 3, and my family never knew why. You're a small child, and all throughout your life, you're kind of just having these episodes, and you go to doctors, and they're like, we don't know what's wrong with your child. For my mother, it was a really hard thing. It was a really hard experience. I went through my whole entire teenage years not doing anything physical. I didn't even do sports. I was the kid on the bleachers with the doctor's excuse saying, please don't let this child participate in any physical activities because she'll have the risk of passing out. I didn't get to have the life that, I'm only 25. I didn't get to have the life that a lot of young teens and, that they had playing sports. I used to be in the gym and watch them play volleyball, and I never got to do that, ever. I would have episodes passing out, and I remember, going to the emergency rooms and, and doctors looking at you and they don't know what's wrong. Since I was 3, they don't know what's wrong. I've had so many tests done. I was misdiagnosed with panic disorder. I was misdiagnosed with, they checked because diabetes runs my family. They checked for hyperglycemia, hypoglycemia, heart disease, because cancer, a lot of these run in my family. And, doctors are looking at my results and saying she's perfectly healthy. We don't understand what's going on. There was a point where my body was just totally going to shock, and I would have these seizure type things from my waist up, where I would have this uncontrollable shaking going on, and I was totally awake. I could comprehend what was going on, but I had no control over my body. And you're in school. At this point I'm 16, 17, 18 years old, and I'm in school and I'm shaky. And it's scary, it's scary because, you get treated differently. You get treated differently. People look at you and be like, oh, don't, that she's, you gotta be careful around her. She's like a ticking time bomb. And, I wasn't treated the same. People looked at me like I was just this weird thing. And I took all my frustrations, and granted, I had a wonderful family. I'm so blessed with my family because they truly care about me, and I couldn't ask for anything better. And they definitely kept me strong through the years. I have some battle wounds from passing out. Just to kind of give you a ballpark, I had stitches on my chin 3 different times. I actually hit myself I fell on a trailer hitch, and I busted my eye open right here. My front tooth busted out. That's a whole different ordeal. I mean, I've been going through teeth drama since I was 9 when I busted that out. So I have the wounds. I've never broken any bones, or, I thank God I haven't really had, concussions, even though I've hit my head pretty hard. But it's so, when I have an episode, it is so, I'm sorry, it's so frightening. And back then, we didn't know what was causing them. We didn't know what happened. It's so overwhelming because I'm going through this. My body goes through it. And, when I was younger, I didn't have energy. I was always tired. I was always taking naps. And these are not 20-minute naps. These are like hours. I would sleep for hours. And my mom would come into the room and be like, Ash, you okay? I'm just tired. It's sad when you're going school shopping with your mom and you have to sit down because you're huffing and puffing because you can't walk through the mall. Do you know what that does to you? I didn't have the childhood that I wanted because I was trapped. I was trapped within a body that wasn't mine. I had a body and soul that wanted to do so much, and I couldn't because I was in this 80-year-old body. That is the worst feeling in the world when you have a mind and a spirit that's like, let's go. You can push through this. You can totally do this. And your body just blocks you off. Stops you right in your tracks. I know what that's like. And it's hard. It's so hard. Sorry. I knew this was going to be hard for me to tell you this. I just didn't think I was going to get this emotional about it because